Welcome to this special edition of Forward DFW in collaboration with Arca Continental Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages as we take you inside Market Investment Days.
Market Investment Day is the most important routine that we have.
Te agradezco.
Every Wednesday, we are in the trade, visiting our production facilities, our warehouse, and our customers to make sure that we are listening.
Be better together, the Buckner way.
Now join us from the Buckner location of Coke Southwest. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Forward DFW, together with the Dallas Morning News. I'm Ron Corning, and we are here at the Buckner Warehouse and Distribution Facility for Arca Continental Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages. And we're joined here at the table by President Jean-Claude Tissot. It's great to see you, Jean-Claude.
It's the other way around, Ron. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to share what our amazing team is doing here in Buckner and across Texas and Oklahoma.
And I can see how you're received when you walk in the room. People know you here. They expect you to be here. And that's unusual, really, for a president of a major company like this. What inspired it?
Look, that is the culture that we have, that in reality, everyone that works in the management team, everyone that is a people leader, you know what is the role, Ron? Is to serve our frontline heroes.
The frontline heroes,
yes.
Yeah. They're
because
here today.
If we serve our frontline heroes, the role that our frontline heroes is to serve our customers and our community. And that's why. And to make sure that that is happening, it has to be authentic. And that's why for us, it's everything about our culture, that our culture at the end of the day is to serve our frontline heroes.
And Market Investment Days seems to be such an important part of that connection that you talk about, serving the customers. In fact, we caught up with you a little earlier today at Fuel City, and we want to take a look at that.
Coca-Cola comes in like a SWAT team. It's always at least 10 people. It's never 5, it's 10. They come in big numbers. They know how to do everything. There's never a no or we can't.
How is the service? How is our service in this case with you?
Top tier. I have the suspicion that all of them are wearing Coke socks, maybe even Coke underwear. They really, really love what they do and they love who they work for. And I think all that translates to making sure the customer is successful and that there's more red out there on the street.
Market Investment Day is the most important routine that we have, and it happens every week. And it's a refreshing day because it's when we bring to life our culture, to listen, to be a people-focused organization and a customer-centric organization as well. We are with you several times recently.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. I like the trend. So we're having bigger, elevated discussions and not just, hey, are the coolers stocked and is everything faced and fronted? We're having larger discussions about strategy. And so that's really helpful because we don't get that from all of our partners.
When the feedback from the store manager, from the owner, is positive, that means that that is a reality.
It's really remarkable, again, so well received. You were by the team there, but you can tell they really appreciate this partnership, that they're learning from you and their business is better because of it. How does that make you feel to see that kind of result and feedback?
Ron, the Market Investment Day, every Wednesday is the most important routine that we have in the organization. Why? Because it's every Wednesday and it's the opportunity for the management team, the functional areas, such as IT, human resources, financial, all the marketing, to make sure that they are listening to our frontline heroes, that they are listening to our customers, and that they get from them opportunities that we need to address, but also good ideas. And that's why every Wednesday, as I always say, is my favorite day during the weekend, and it's a refreshing day because you are bringing to life our culture.
So as I understand it, you were with the company for a while before being elevated to president in 2020, just ahead of the pandemic. The pandemic hits and you're tasked with, as so many other companies were, trying to see your people through that. What was that like for you, and how does Market market investment days kind of dovetail off that a little bit?
The pandemic gave us the opportunity to make the MIDs more relevant, to make sure that it was going to be the demonstration of our culture. Why?
Because people were missing connection at that moment
That's
in a most
one
profound
part,
way?
but also we are an essential business. And as an essential business, we didn't have the opportunity to work from home or to shut down. Then, as soon as the pandemic started, we received, you're an essential business, you have to make sure that you continue to serve customers and the community.
And make sure that your employees
Are safe.
Are safe, right.
Then that was a huge responsibility, and that's why for us it resonates that our frontline associate, in reality they are not frontline associate, they are frontline heroes.
Frontline heroes.
Because they are serving our communities and they are taking care of them. And obviously it was a great opportunity to listen to them, to make sure that they were safe, and to make sure that under the circumstance of COVID, everything was running smoothly.
So under the duress of COVID, you thought it was really important at certain touch points to bring everybody together to really talk about how they were doing and how things were going. And you saw a benefit in that on which this program now sits. I mean, that's kind of the foundation on which this Market Investment Days has been built.
Exactly. And that's why at that moment we wanted to make sure that we were in contact with all our frontline heroes, everywhere. Production facilities, warehouse, our drivers, our merchandisers, and at that moment making sure that everything around safety, we were implementing those plans as well.
And Joseph from Fuel City, the CEO, says the way in which you've implemented Market Investment Days has inspired them to do something very similar in their own company. So it really is something that others are replicating. They're seeing the value in it. That must be for you a reward of some sort.
Yeah, and that is great when Joseph was sharing that with you, because that means that in reality, it doesn't matter what kind of company you work with. If it's a big company, it's a retail, it's a consumer good like us, if you have the belief that culture is everything, you know what is going to be the outcome, Ron? Great result. And that is our belief.
And you see it that way in our conversations. You structure it people first.
Yeah.
Digital,
Yeah.
That's the data and the information that you're able to gather from all of the markets in which you operate, right? And then you're a bottler third. You've sort of got that bottler thing down, pat. And so now you take this data. You're able to share with your customers information about the market.
Yep.
Like, for example, you could probably tell Joseph at Fuel City, more people are interested in drinking pre-bottled coffees. You may want to order more of that next month. And that's a valuable tool, is it not, for a smaller business to succeed with your help?
And that is a valid tool, a successful tool for all our customers that we are willing to share.
You share
what are the trends, what are the opportunities, because our belief as part of our cultural principle to be customer-centric is that we are going to win if both of us, we are going to win at the same time. And that's why we like to share that we are not a bottler anymore, that we are a people-driven digital bottler. That's what we are. To make sure that all the investments about data is in the front end, but in the back end, in our production facilities, in our warehouse, with our drivers. Then we are investing a lot to make sure that those tools, they're going to make more efficient, effective, but more important, a team that is engaged and a customer that is engaged today, as it happened with Joseph.
And you're doing such a great job spreading the message about the people who work here behind the scenes to really make this company what it is, especially with your promotion called Under the Cap. And we're going to continue our conversation in a little bit as we meet a couple of the employees who've been here for a very long time, and we show you what that Under the Cap campaign looks like. We'll be right back.
Some heroes are born, some heroes are made. Some heroes stock the shelves with soda and lemonade. Each one of us is dedicated to all things refreshing and carbonated.
It takes a lot of heart to be a family.
It takes a lot of work, that's plain to see.
It takes people who care,
Working as a team to be the heroes we are at CCSWB. When the going got tough, we kept trucking on. Even in the hardest times, your favorite products won't be gone. Each one of us has great potential to do the work when it's essential.
it takes a lot of heart to be a family.
It takes a lot of work, that's plain to see.
It takes people who care,
Working as a team to be the heroes we are at CCSWB.
It takes a lot of heart to be a family.
It takes a lot of work, that's plain to see.
It takes people who care,
Working as a team to be the heroes we are at CCSWB.
To watch the full Under the Cap series, just scan this QR code or go to CocaColaSWB.com/Under the Cap. Welcome back, everyone. Our conversation is continuing here at Coke Southwest. You know, there are a lot of folks here who've been here for a very long time, and among them, Dwayne Packer and Cardell Armstrong. Guys, it's nice to have you here. 15 years, each of you.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Have you worked together the whole time?
No, I actually started in Fort Worth, then transferred over here as manager.
So staying within the company
Yes.
and then moving here as this physical plant sort of reinvented itself, right?
Yes.
Over time. And what about you? 15 years with the company.
15 years, 100% all Buckner Bulldog.
That's right. You guys are the Buckner Bulldogs.
That is correct, 100%.
When we talk about, by the way, our Frontline Heroes, as we've pointed out, are here in the audience. We've got one gentleman who's been here for 42 years.
Pablo. Yep.
42 years for him. What do you think that says about the company when someone's asking around and you've been here 15 years and Pablo's been here 42?
I mean, I think personally it speaks volumes to the culture itself. I mean, when people come, they stay, and it says that. And it's not something that we have to go promote. You can just see it within the unity, within our groups every day, how we work together. I mean, it's truly a family away from your family. Mm-hmm. It really is.
Yeah, and that's important because we spend a lot of time at work. I know when you got here, there was a certain culture that's carried you this far, but do you see it evolving and always getting better in terms of how they implement technology? That seems to be a theme.
It has. You know, one of the things that we talk to our new hires about, because we meet all the new hires every Tuesday, and we have a great question we like to ask is, how many jobs have you had? And you'd be surprised at the number of jobs, but we always tell them that, you know, we interviewed you, we like you, we want this to be your last job, and we think it will be.
And I was going to say to you, among the new folks who are coming in, they may have jumped around before getting here because they can't find a place that feels like home, that really meets them where they're at. Do you think that's the turning point in many careers? Have you seen that? They jump around, they get here, and they're here for quite a stretch, if not indefinitely?
Yeah, when we talk about our culture, we talk about how we value them as an employee, and they seem to connect with that because everyone wants to come to work with a purpose, be able to know when they're successful, and be celebrated when they're successful. And we do all those things with the programs we have here.
And we've obviously done a deep dive here on market investment days and what that means for Jean-Claude at the top of the company to show up in the warehouse, to show up at Fuel City and at various places. When that started happening, again, speaking to a culture that already existed, that kind of took it to the next level, did it not?
It was a game changer for us because it put out a level of accountability that everyone in our organization counts. And everyone should see everyone in the organization. And this kind of pushes that culture forward.
And not intimidating.
No, not at all.
No, when he shows up, it's not intimidating.
No, absolutely not. Prior to the MID process with Arca Continental, it could have been considered to be somewhat intimidating.
Really?
In the beginning. And once that, Jean-Claude came out, put everybody at ease in terms of why we're there. We're here to support, we're here to help, we're here to remove obstacles, not to point fingers, none of the above. And once we got to, the metamorphosis of the new culture with the MID process with Jean-Claude, now we can't manage the list because everybody wants you to come visit them.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody wants to be on the list, right?
That's a measure of success.
That is a measure of success.
In its own right. And it's interesting, I joke that it's sort of like undercover boss, but he wasn't necessarily undercover. But this notion that, the big guys come into town, everyone gets their act together and cleans up their desk.
No.
You all seem to have a culture here that's persistent and that's just the way you operate.
No, Jean-Claude, as far as from my perspective, I can speak personally in regards to my time spent with him. He truly wants to help. He truly wants to understand what is it that you need in order for you to be successful. And obviously, if I'm successful, I contribute to the organization will be successful. That's what he wants to know. And once everybody figured that out and that became permeated throughout the organization, people can't wait to share ideas. They can't wait to say, hey, look, this is what I think, right? So
everyone has a seat at the table. I know that's a cliche that's overused, but any idea is considered. And good ideas come from the folks who are out there
grassroots,
day in and day out. We call these guys frontline heroes. How would you describe yourself as an important part of sort of this culture and this ecosystem?
I'm their support team. That's it. I'm their support team. We give them everything they need to do to be successful every day. And it happens. And that MID culture that we have now, where everyone counts, everyone has a voice. And Jean-Claude is very good about this. He turns information and feedback into action.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a strong part of our culture of success, that transparency piece.
And everybody here has a life outside of work, right?
Absolutely.
They have interests and passions. They have crises in their lives and in their families and health crises and so forth. How are you all about sort of receiving that and allowing people the grace they need to deal with any range of issues?
Well, we work with them on anything they need to do. Especially, we were just talking about a lot of people have kids they're dropping off at college for the first time.
This is it. This is the
season. So we celebrate and find out what's going on and when they're coming back home and give them plenty of quarters to wash their clothes, or now they do it with their phone. So I'm dating myself here a little bit. But we support all their family activities just like they support us on our family activities.
If someone has a cause, a philanthropic cause they're interested in, you all are there.
Absolutely. So being a part of the community is a top 3 priority for us. If we can't be a value-added part of our community, then what's the purpose for being here?
You guys, we talk a lot about Frontline Heroes. There's an audience full of them here. But beyond that, they're really the best of the best. Explain to me what this most recent designation is.
Yeah, so it's an internal competition within all the sales centers within CCSWB with metrics to determine who performs and outpunches other sales centers. Last year, this team outperformed all other sales centers to become the best of the best for 2023.
Dang. You guys take any credit for that, Cardell? Do you take any credit for it?
No, I give it all to the team out there. It's all them. We're just their support staff.
Absolutely.
They do all the hard work. So we appreciate them, and they are the best of the best.
Do you think because people here are so invested in the culture that you're recruiting even better people because they're out there spreading the word?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you both feel like you're ambassadors for the brand?
Absolutely. I mean, the things that we've done in the community with the city of Dallas, the city of Fort Worth, we've given over $1 million worth of laptops. There are people in this room who have kids that are in college that are being funded by this company with incentives for grants for college, right?
Boy, that's amazing.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, yeah. So you're enriching the people who are here, and then when others hear that, you're going to get even better employees stepping up among those who are out there looking for work, I would think. It's competitive.
Yeah.
And you want the best people.
And the word spreads, right? When you work for a good company that's hiring and bringing people on and value what they do and give them that work-life balance, word spreads.
Yeah.
And the word is starting to spread about Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages.
Well, Cardell and Dwayne, thank you both very much for being here and for talking about it. And if you really want to see how pride in this company is best exemplified, there are many examples, but one of my favorites is Big Red Truck. We'll leave you with that, and we'll be back in just a sec.
$5 a.m., crack of dawn. Grab my keys, cause I'll soon be gone. Clock in, say hi, take a look at the route. Check the truck thoroughly before I head out. I'm on the road, I'm on the case. Smile on my face, bringing the product all over the place. I got my cool lift, but when the job gets heavy, engines on, I'm ready. In my big red rolling down the road in my big red truck. Here comes the Coca-Cola. Customers are number one. I do my best till the job is done. In my big red truck.
Woo! Pull up to the store, they all say hi. I put the bottles in the fridge, stack them one at a time. We got Sprite, Monster, Fanta, Coke, Zero. I'm slinging cases like a superhero. But it's all about the people that you meet on the way. It makes my day. Honestly, I have to say it's hard work, but the hard work pays off. So I be sipping Coca-Cola on my days off.
In my big red truck, see me rolling down the road. In my big red truck, here comes the Coca-Cola. Customers are number one. I do my best till the job is done. In my big red truck.
Hey, hey, I said CCSWB. That's the job where I'm meant to be. I said CCSWB.
Here comes the Coca-Cola. Customers are number one. I do my best till the job is done. In my big red
Truck.
All right, we're back now with Jean-Claude, president of Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages, with some final thoughts. You heard Cardell and Dwayne talk about their 15 years here and how invested they are in the culture. What an enriching experience it has been for your employees who have kids in college, for example. When you hear those kinds of testimonies, you leave this facility today feeling what?
Refreshing, excited, and proud, and that is a reality that we are bringing to life, our 5 cultural principles and our common purpose. Our common purpose is that we want to take care. We take care of our frontline heroes, we take care of our brands, we take care of our customers and our communities. And Cardell and Dwayne, they are a clear example of leaders that they are taking care and they serve their team, the frontline heroes. But you know what I am really proud, Ron? That is happening across the organization, everywhere in the operation that we have in Texas, Oklahoma, and in the areas that we serve our customers.
And it seems like it's demonstrating itself from the inside out because you've got this award-winning team here, the best of the best. And then you're being recognized externally, like the Market Street Challenge, for example, was one metric by which you were judged to be the best of the best as a company. And so it really is a testimony, is it not, that it happens from the inside out, not necessarily from the top down?
Yeah, Market Street Challenge is a recognition from the Coca-Cola bottlers here in the US, which is part of the formula that we have, that we like to work together with the other bottlers, with the Coca-Cola company. And the secret formula, I'm going to share that today. Okay. Our secret formula is the one about our culture and collaboration. Collaboration with the other bottlers and the Coca-Cola company. And that is a great recognition that, once again, our culture is working. And it's about not just the Market Street Challenge, but also that outcome of a great culture are also that the top line and bottom line results, they're going to grow as well.
You're financially successful, is what you're saying. And that's good for everyone, right? Because that means you can invest back into the community in some of the meaningful ways we heard from Dwayne and Cardell.
Exactly that. You nail it. You nail it. If a company is doing great with engagement, outcomes are going to be good result. But financially, if you're doing great, you can reinvest. You can reinvest in your teams. You can reinvest in the community. You can reinvest with the customers. And at the end, that's the formula that works.
And all of what you're saying really aligns with Forward DFW, which is about really shedding light on companies that are making a difference. And I know that's important to you. You're all over the place, really, but this local community in Dallas is important to you as well, is it not?
Absolutely. It's important for us, everything that we are doing in Texas and Oklahoma, and obviously Dallas. And we see a great opportunity of all the good things that are happening in Dallas. thanks to you as the Dallas Morning News, but also all the companies that we are reinvesting in Dallas. The years to come for Dallas, they're just fantastic, and we want to be part of that. And that's why part of our culture is to serve our communities.
Yeah, in many ways, and you are, and we'll continue to track it. And we appreciate you being part of Forward DFW. Jean-Claude Tissot, the president of Arca Continental Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages. And we're going to leave you with this, a closer look at what life is like in Laredo. We'll see you next time for Forward DFW.
On the banks of the Rio Grande, Laredo, Texas is a bustling border city with a rich history. Equally as rich is Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages' 113 years of presence in the city. Over those years, the company has become deeply intertwined with the community, which is a huge point of pride for employees like Ricky Pena, who supervises the equipment services operations.
Laredo Coke has been here for 113 years, so it's always been involved in many activities from the city, from baseball, football. So you're talking about many years of fixing equipment, making sure that people had their products.
Pride is not only embedded in CCSWB's culture, but in Laredo as a whole. As a city on the border between Texas and Mexico, Laredo is a beautiful blend of American and Mexican culture. And a part of its unique culture is its celebration of the first U.S. president, George Washington.
So the Washington Birthday Celebration is a nonprofit organization here, and they fundraise for scholarships and other mission that they have for the community. And it's a 2.5-month long event.
Laredo is the only city in the United States that has this celebration of our first president.
Washington's birthday celebration symbolizes the deep relationship between Laredo and Nuevo Laredo, and by extension, the U.S. and Mexico. It's a time for community, connection, and of course, Coca-Cola. All things that business manager Laura Perez is proud to be a part of.
So last year, we got invited through Keep Laredo Beautiful for a sponsor their parade float. I've never done it before. I've never been part of it, so it was very interesting. People actually look forward for this event because there's so many things to do, from pageants to the parade to the carnival to a music concert, music festivals, and just the whole city gets involved.
During the celebration, the two cities have a joint event hosted at the city's Juarez-Lincoln Bridge. The event is more than just a meeting. It's a symbol of two countries coming together, something important for CCSWB Laredo as well.
It's called the Abrazo event, which is a hug, right? Abrazo. And they have children that represent the Mexico side and children that represent the U.S. side. So it's kind of like they're embracing.
Lifting up the community has always been a cornerstone of CCSWB Laredo, and the employees here believe that its history should be preserved. Preserving history doesn't mean getting stuck in the past. Laura knows that embracing and uplifting her community's present is equally important.
always encourage everybody to spend time in the community, and I'm always looking for volunteers. You could say we're like a close-knit family here as well, and so that gives us the opportunity to have that work-life balance, I believe. Because we are a smaller facility, I know everybody by name. And everybody comes to me when they need something. I love what I do, and I'm so passionate about my work and what we do. It's just giving thanks to the, it's just giving back to the community, giving back and tell them, hey, we're here because of you. You support us.
The Laredo employees know that memory, community, and history are all tied up together. And so they continue honoring what came before while looking ahead to see what comes next.
I actually found some bottles, and you could see the bottle that says Laredo Coca-Cola bottling company on the bottle, and it was just very exciting to see it and hold it, and it was just really exciting to see as part of history. I am proud of where I work and just what we do and all the history that it has.
The old sales center manager, before he retired, he mentioned for me to not let go of any of these coolers because they belong to Laredo. It's part of the history. But one of the ideas that I had to restore these, because not too many people do this type of work, but I wanted to see if the high schools, their vocational department, could restore a machine.
But beyond preserving history, there's something even more precious within the walls of this facility: a vibrant and proud community. It's a bond cherished by Ricky, Laura, and every CCSWB associate here in Laredo. A testament to the profound significance they place on unity and connection.
Two of my technicians have been here for almost 30 years. So they've worked together since 1989. They know the equipment back and forth. I mean, they're the ones that teach me. So I drive with them, I ride with them, I work with them, and they know every single piece of the city, where every piece of equipment is, and it's just incredible. We have people come up to us and say, hey, I used to work there, or my grandfather used to work there, or my father, or my brother. So it's a long history of citizens from Laredo that have some type of connection to Laredo Coke. Coke will always bring back a memory of something, whether you were at your grandparents' house, whether you were at a ranch, whether you were at a game. So you will always remember something, and these pieces do that.
It just makes me feel that I'm part of something greater, of something bigger, and with the history of it, it's just, I just really am proud of that.
A reminder to watch the full Under the Cap series. Just scan this QR code or go to CocaCola SWB.com/under the cap.